Probably the most difficult shot in golf to master is the pitch shot, because there are so many different distances and situations in which this technique is used. Now, to help us to define when this shot is used and what the shot is about, we've set out a couple of balls and we've outlined the edge of the green, which really defines the fringe of the green. Now, to help you determine when a pitch shot would be used, if you can determine that 1/3 of the distance between your ball and the flag that you're going to would land safely on the green, and when I say safely on the green, I mean just a couple of paces on in this area. If you can determine that that 1/3 distance would land safely on the green, you would then chip the ball. A ball in this situation right here, I would definitely chip to that hole. But if you find that the ball is in the situation like this second ball here, we can see that the distance between this ball and the flag, 1/3 of that distance wouldn't even land this ball on the green. Now we're in a situation where we must pitch the ball. A pitch shot is a shot that requires more air time than it does ground time. In other words, it's a higher shot that stops faster on the green. Now let's set that shot up. A proper setup will help us achieve the impact conditions we need to pull off this pitch shot. Now first, we want to make sure that we make ball, then turf contact. So we're going to place the ball right in the middle of our stance. You'll also notice that I'm keeping my feet fairly close together. That helps keep the body quiet. With the ball played in the middle, we now need to make sure that we take advantage of the loft of the club going under that golf ball. So we're going to lean our weight just a pound or two on the target side. And I say just a pound or two because it's just ever so slightly to allow the club to swing up and down. From there, the handle goes just slightly forward to further enhance that angle of approach. Now you notice there that as I make that swing, I keep the body very quiet in the backswing, and that's an important factor. If we allow the body to turn in the backswing, that will shallow out the bottom of that arc, and that can cause you either to catch behind the ball, catch the ball fat, or to catch the ball as the club starts swinging up, and that's catching the ball thin, and that's what we call blading the ball. So again, in that setup, we want to make sure the ball is in the center, the weight is slightly forward with the handle slightly forward. From there, we keep the right side quiet as we take the club away. Then we will allow the body to unwind on time with the club and turn through the shot. That turn through helps facilitate a full arm swing that allows the club head to get the ball going to our target. Now, the distance that you hit your pitch shot is controlled by the length of the arm swing. Here we see a short pitch, a short swing that is equal in length on both sides. For a medium pitch, you'll see I've added a little bit of length to the arm swing. I still make it match on both sides of the ball. And for the full pitch, that's my longest swing. Notice that I've turned through to face the target at the end. Now from this view, we're going to look at the short, medium, and long pitch again. It's important to keep in mind that the length of the shot also has a bearing on the trajectory. This short pitch shot will fly at a fairly shallow angle, therefore it'll run more when it hits on the ground. This shot is from about 70 yards. It's my medium pitch shot. I'm going to lengthen the swing a little bit, and therefore the trajectory of this shot is going to be higher. So I'm going to fly it closer to the flag. That higher trajectory means the ball will set down a little quicker. Now on the full pitch swing, I'm at about 100 yards here. I'm going to make a full-length arm swing, but I'm going to keep the body quiet in the backswing. Now this shot will fly at the highest trajectory, and therefore will set down the quickest. In reviewing the pitch shot, remember, the ball goes in the middle of the stance, the weight goes just slightly on the target side, that helps enhance the angle. The handle goes just a little bit forward. Remember to keep the body out of the shot in the backswing. Allow the body to turn freely and clear on the target side. It's really an arm swing, and the length of that arm swing determines the distance that ball travels. And with some practice, you become very proficient at this part of the game. That concludes the complete short game. Now remember, practice often, and if you get into trouble, review the tape. It'll help you get